Goes the Country, this week starring Bobby Bear, Miss Ruth Buzzi, and to open our show, the godfather of the guitar, Chet Atkins. All right. I would like for you folks here in our audience to welcome to Pop Goes the Country, Miss Ruth Buzzi and Mr. Chester Atkins. Now, Ruth Buzzi is in Nashville because she recently made a country record.
That's right.
And with all
soulful ballad, Ralph.
With all your success as a comedian and all the shows you've done, why do you want to be a country singer?
Oh, as an adult, you have to have a reason for everything, Chester. Help me out of this. No, I just love country, and I've always had a secret desire to record, I guess as all of us have, and I decided to take it out of the showers into the streets.
I see. Chet, did you ever take your act out of the showers into the streets?
Sometimes. I did that up in Portland once. We put it on the record with Les Paul, if you ever heard it.
I heard it. The album that won a Grammy.
I went out with my tux unzipped. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes. You went on stage with your tux unzipped?
Yeah, but it was all right. A kid in the front row held up a sign and said, "Your tux is unzipped."
Is that what the sign said?
Yeah.
You know, Ralph, I was thinking anyway, how can an Italian Yankee in an Oriental outfit go wrong singing country?
Yeah, you'll be all right. Just everybody in the world will appreciate you.
Right.
Chet, I want to have you sort of introduce the next act, since you discovered him, and you produced the songs that he is going to sing on the show today. So how did you discover Bobby Bear?
He's one of those guys. I heard, he had a hit record called The All-American Boy that you know about, and a lot of the friends and neighbors know about. And I heard it. And I think I've always had a talent for seeing talent in other people. And that's all I'd ever heard him do. But I heard him sing that song, and I told Troy Martin and several people around town in the music business that I'd like to meet him and sign him to RCA, and I've thought about it a lot since. I don't know why. I wanted Bobby Bare. I didn't even know if he could sing because he talked on that record, but there was a quality there that I really, really liked. And that's all I ever went by, just my first impression.
Didn't you produce the record Detroit City?
Oh, yeah, that was one of many hits we did. And I love talking about Bobby. I don't say much in front of him, but he's one of my favorite people of all the stars I ever recorded. I think he's got his feet on the ground more, and he's one of the most intelligent and one of the nicest people that I've ever known, and I love him like a brother.
All right, Bobby. I don't know how you're going to follow an introduction like that, you nice person, you, but go to it. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Bobby Bare.
Thank you, Chester. Last night I went to sleep in Detroit City, and I dreamed about those cotton fields and home. I dreamed about my mother, dear old papa, sister, and brother. I dreamed about that girl who's been waiting for so long. I wanna go home. I wanna go home. Oh, I wanna go home. Home folks think I'm big in Detroit City. From the letters that I write, they think I'm fine. By day I make the cars, by night I make the bars. If only they could read between the lines. 'Cause you know, I rode a freight train north to Detroit City. And after all these years, I find that I've just been wasting my time. So I just think I'll take my foolish pride, put it on a southbound freight ride, going back to the loved ones, the ones I left waiting so far behind. I wanna go home. I wanna go home. Oh, I wanna go home.
Bobby, do you remember the first time you ever met Chet?
Sure do.
Were you nervous?
Yeah, I was. Kind of nervous, but a little cocky, too, I guess.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, because I told Chet I was going to cut a lot of hit records and thought maybe I could do it with him. And he said, well, I think I agree with you. And he signed me up, and I came back in 2 weeks, and we recorded Shame on Me.
That was the
Hurting You,
first one, wasn't it?
sold almost 1 million records.
Detroit City did sell 1 million records, didn't
Well, that came later.
I see. Then you sang with Chet, you told me, in Europe one time.
Well, it was we were a victim of circumstances on that. We were Chet, Jim Reeves, and I were doing a show in right outside of Frankfurt, Germany, and for some reason, Jim decided he would do a short show, and people wasn't too happy with that. So I just gotten off, and Chet said, "Well, go out there and sing some more." And I said, "Well, no, I'm not going to go out there." I said, "You go out there." And he said, "Well, let's both go out there." I said, "Well, what are we going to do?"
What did you
He said,
do?
"Anything." So, no, we did Jambalaya.
I see.
Chet sang harmony. He didn't know the song either.
He didn't know the song? I want to, it's time for a big moment in Pop Goes the Country's history. We are presenting for the first time, ladies and gentlemen, the singing talents of Miss Ruth Buzzi.
You ought to hear the song I heard today. It's the saddest one I've ever heard him play. It's all about a love that slipped away. Oh, you ought to hear the song I heard today. I know he's done some crying in his time. Oh, I wish I knew the one who wrote the lines. You ought to hear the song I bought today. It tells about my life in every way. Tonight I'll go to sleep and let it play. Oh, you ought to hear the song I bought today.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, Pop Goes the Country proudly presents the guitar artistry of Chet Atkins. I wondered if, well, Ruth sort of wondered, and she was too bashful to ask it, perhaps you could give her a few tips on how to play the guitar.
Possibly, but it's a difficult instrument to learn.
Well, I just happened to have a guitar for her to, excuse me, to try on.
The wonders of television.
Well, first you got to learn how to hold it.
I want to learn how to do that. That you were doing, you know?
Well, let me back out of your way here.
You're touching my knee, Chet.
Just like that.
Just like that, with my knees clonked together?
Put this finger right there.
Right.
And this one here.
Right.
Have you ever tried this before?
No.
And then you pick. Now you're not shooting arrows. You know.
My fingers hurt.
Well,
They're cutting.
That's part of it.
Oh. You mean that hurts like that when you play?
Yeah, at first. No.
That's right, you have to get blisters
Your
first.
hand feels nice.
Oh.
But you play ink, chink,
ink, chink, ink, chink, ink.
But you got to hit more strings. Do ink, chink.
Okay, ink, chink, ink, chink, ink. But my fingers are hurting, Chet.
It's not very good, you know.
Well, I know. I can't help it. They're hurting me.
Well.
Ink, chink, ink, chink, ink, chink. But you move and you do all kinds of things. I can't play this thing.
Well,
I thought it was easy to learn how to do
you'll have
anything.
to come back for about 1,000 more lessons.
Oh, I can't do it. Ink, chink, ink. Oh, I thought this was easy. I don't want to know how to play the guitar. Bobby, dear Bobby, I don't want to. I can play the
Way down in the state of Georgia, amongst the swamps and the Everglades, there's a big old hole in Tiger Mountain. God help the man who gets lost in Miller's Cave. I had me a girl way across Georgia, but she had unfaithful ways. Made me feel I was on a bone. Yes, it did. Like the bats and the bears in Miller's Cave. I caught her out Sunday morning with some guy they call Big Dave. He's the meanest man in Waycross, Georgia. I'd rather fight a mountain lion than Miller's Cave. So I said, you're gonna pay both you and David. I'm gonna see you in the grave. They laughed at me. Then I shot them. Drug their cheating, scheming bones to Miller's Cave. Yeah, I couldn't stand the way she did. Well, I guess I showed her I was brave. Most wanted man in the state of Georgia. They're never gonna find me 'cause I'm lost in Miller's Cave.
that's all of our time this week, my friends. I want to acknowledge Paul Yandel, who is Chet Atkins' accompanist. And I also want to thank Ruth Buzzi, Bobby Bear, and Chet Atkins for being our guests. We'll see you next week on Pop Goes the Country.
You're my sunshine, you make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. As I lay sleeping, I dreamt I held you in my arms. When I awoke, dear, I was mistaken. So I hung my head low and cried. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine